There is a new sheriff in town and his name is LabyRinth. This is a rematch of yesterday's group stage and the series was amazing. Fortitude defeated Happy in the semifinal. LabyRinth defeated Infi on Lost Temple with a level 7 Dreadlord in the semifinal, and now these titans clash again. And good things come in sevens because this is a best of 7, first to 4. Here we go. The mind games begin on exactly game 1. Fortitude is playing Archmage pretty much all the time versus Happy because he knows that there is a Crypt Lord, and Pally Rifle is not good versus Crypt Lord. Laby and 120 both moved more and more towards Lich. And while Lich is insanely good against Archmage, Griffins, not that great against Pally Rifle. So while other people have other ideas and go for Dark Ranger, Fire Lord, 40 is going back to Dubai, and 40 is going back to Pally Rifle. Off we go. Laby must know, and he knows also. He lost the mental warfare. He lost the psychological warfare in the beginning. Just because it's an outmatch doesn't mean that this is impossible, though. Who's the best Warcraft gamer leading up to Super League? 40 took a gamble. 40 wins the gamble. Expo coming up. We see ourselves on Autumn Leaves. Very brawly map, very close together. The push will hit fast and the push will hit hard. So how do you play this now? This is a strategy that was super hype throughout 2024. Does Laby know this? 40 had a lot of time to chill. This last best of 5 was super exhausting. It ended in a 37-minute war on Lost Temple for LabyRinth to overcome Infi in a 3-2. Is he exhausted? Can he game? What takeaways does 40 have? It looks like, just from map positioning, Laby knows what to do, where to be at what point. He's shutting down the second little push by 40. And as long as the Pally Rifle player is not in your face, it's alright. Of course, you lose a little bit of creep speed. Kilgrim, thank you for the sub. Oh, Sludge Flinger goes to 40. Holy Light was used before, and that rifle would be amazing to get. But Fortitude, we've said it a bit before throughout this tournament. It felt like he's in a slump. One rifle down. It felt like he's in a slump. Then came WSB. He won that thing. And in this group stage, he looked untouchable. Until he faced LabyRinth. The past couple of encounters were all won by LabyRinth, but we also know that 40 in show matches and 40 in group stages and 40 in late game tournament stages are 3 very different things. That's why he is the big bout machine. Clock is ticking. Laby wants as many ghouls as possible, trying to tech now for a DK. He is doing quite some damage onto these rifles. One can be saved, the second one not so much. We try to flood. This is usually not Laby's play. But so far, it's looking good. Eating skeletons, dashing out Novas. Lich gotta be a little careful. He's very fragile. That's one part of what makes Pally Rifle so good. Lich has no summons. And Lich is very fragile to Holy Light spam. But Laby reduced the number of rifles from 6 to 4. Stays even with the Pally levels. And he's up a base.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, getting mercenary reinforcements. 1 ghoul down, unfortunately. But he got a healer. He got a damage dealer. And one of the best items on the map. Potentially. Ankh. Okay. Ooh, 2 ghouls down. Laby. Wake up. Got it. Things are evened out again. Supply even out. We get the tier 2. One of the most important things is fortify your base as much as you can. And we'll see if he has enough time for that. Blonde Devil is coming. Flame Strike coming in. This is the second grand final in a row without Happy. The third if you include WSB, but there he wasn't in. Sock won the Ancient of Wonders Cup. Laby of 40 will win YouTiao Cup. 40 is doing a good job dealing damage. But if these towers are up, we're charging up in ghoul numbers. We get a second crypt only now at the arrival of tier 2. Lich level 3.5. Got an arc, got a claw, got a boots. Stalling. 7 seconds. Spirit tower. It seems a little illogical how important spirit towers are. Oh, he's moving out on the map as we have a run by. This is how you play against Pally Rifle. Force the Pally Rifle player back with base attacks. 40 is one of the GOAT Pally Rifle players in the scene. And he knows when to react. This is a bit shaky. So far, we have to say. We got a little bit of mana. We got a potion. We got a Lich in a bad spot. Ghoul numbers very, very, very low. Lich has this Ankh. Could he be surrounded here next to the trees? No, not really. Ankh triggers on purpose. We got more mercs in and the ghouls are coming in as well. Lich back. Paladin 50%. Blood Mage catches the Holy Light. That exposes the rifles a little bit. Laby needs a lot of production at all times. DK started, but 35 seconds. Portal now. Another rifle down. Laby salvages the situation brilliantly. And 40's in trouble. Damn, he was baiting a lot with that Lich. Despite the Ankh, 40 invested a bit. Killed it. And the investment into Mauler and Muddy pays off. Usually, all you gotta do is to hold once. Shop would be nice. A lot of things would be nice. Laby also invested into the defense so much that his lumber is low. 11 ghouls is not enough yet. We need more. The good thing for Laby is tier 3 is almost done. It's his game to win, and this is the neutral map. Love the mana management. Gotta say, this Blood Mage wasn't able to siphon a lot. Now mana is empty, of course, but we have a mana potion. The way you want to do it is chuck the potion, spam the Nova, and then there's not much mana to drain. Last hit. Goes to Laby. He's getting such good kills, man. This Lich is a sniper. We had one game of Laby versus Infi where the Lich did 45,000 damage. Oh, Vamp are of course very unfortunate as there's barely any melee. He can trade it, but 40 is on tier 2 and 40 is losing more time. He's on tier 2 versus tier 3. He's on one base versus tier 2 versus 2 bases, and that Lich is starting to get out of control. Catches him while creeping though. Level 2 DK is nice. Double heal scroll, very good. And this time we don't have a mana potion. Siphon, good, but runs out of the leash. Disease Cloud, more ghouls, upgrades. Wouldn't mind to see a Crypt Lord, wouldn't mind to see a Dreadlord. Wouldn't mind to see a Dark Ranger. There's a lot of rifles falling here. If ghouls fall, it's not the end of the world. If a rifle falls, it's a disaster. There is good holy lights, but Laby is making such a good job of damaging multiple targets at the same time. So if you have a little bit of mana, which you do have thanks to Dark Ritual, you have a target for that Nova. This is awesome. This is close to perfect. And we have to raise, like, we raised the question, are you ready for this style of human versus undead? And Laby shows the world, hell yeah. 40 seems flustered. Dark Ranger third. Rifle super hurt. I would be shocked if there's a turnaround in 40's favor now. We get a Temple of the Damned. I wouldn't even mind Necros now. I mean, you probably want Curse and you probably want Anti-Magic. But taking corpses away and getting skeletons? Yes, please. And again, bit of damage, boom. Bit of damage, boom. He's getting so many kills. Constant ghoul production as well. Never being too one-dimensional. Not investing into triple or quad crypt is what we've seen before. With the lack of statues or maybe casters. No, 2 base enough. It is Necros! My man. We're just waiting for the light switch to flip. To off. 440. The wagon. This is everything I ever wanted. Wagon in a defensive position spreading disease cloud is super bad for rifle casters. Well, that's not even rifle casters. For rifles. They have range, but of course the wagon range is bigger. Oh, 40. If you thought you could rely on Pally Rifle, I think this is quite a reality check for you, my dude. Necro wagons is a reality. Like, the only question is, will we see them in action or will 40 tap out before? Holy Light kind of nice, but we don't have a threat of like 5/5 Paladin Blood Mage. There's no second base. There's no Griffins. Tier 3 upgrade with Cripple. More attacks. More shops. The wagon is there. Love everything. And my god, is he shutting down the creep route, knowing exactly where 40 would go. Supply numbers are still rather low and very competitive. And 40 also forced him back here, giving him another consumable. But it's all time. It's time. And it's now time to push upkeep. The expo was running the entire time. Laby's supply was so low because he was invested into like unit tech. The upside, of course, for 40 is he can stay in no upkeep with his Pally Rifle strat. And so this expansion doesn't hurt that much. But 40, yeah, he's kind of desperate already. Going for the red spot now. First, Necro is out. We gotta get Frenzy Lich. You gotta respect the rifles, though. You can't misstep just because you're ahead. Doesn't mean that there's no comeback potential. But with a third base. He's very much leaning into when you're ahead, get further ahead. We do have a castle tag. Oh, the Novas. The fact that the Blood Mage isn't able to shut down the Lich is remarkable. Nova, coil, spam, spam, spam. We got silence on the Blood Mage once. Ghouls are gonna be sacrificed. The statue is not part of the fight, and also a little bit of this distance from the Blood Mage. We got Frenzy. Unholy Frenzy in a pro game. Could also summon more skeletons to then eat to be more mana, to be another Nova. Trying to nuke now. Heal scroll ready. Paladin saved into the bubble. But there's another bubble here. Waiting, waiting, waiting. One hit. One shot. LabyRinth will take this match, and he does. 1-0 Lich against Pally Rifle. When you think that Pally Rifle is the hard counter, Laby proves you wrong. So well done. It wasn't even perfect. We have to say this. This was 3 ghouls during a creep spot. Different creep routes here. It should be set in stone that both players want to expand. That's just the nature. I'm not 100% sure if the creep routes here are set in stone. But this very much looks like Lab. Okay. Then Laby knows this. Lich is out. Expo or creep jack? I don't think you can reach, right? Could maybe try. But there it is. Expo, Expo. Laby's Expo is faster. 40 gets the higher level earlier, and he gets a mega good item. Subi Mask, Row of the Magi, both amazing. Rune Braces against the Lich, also amazing.
Players' forces are under attack.
And now the Expo cancel games begin. Or are we playing one base? No way. It's just a classic Fortitude, no hurry, late creep route. It's a very annoying Lich already.
Forces are under attack.
Archmage, only level 2.5. No point of damage just yet. Expo at 50%. And still some ways to go. But Laby is not in a defensive position. Ghouls are not in a defensive position. Laby could also just assess, if you don't have an Expo, I don't need an Expo. That is a cancel for sure, but the one is taking damage at a possible expansion. The other is taking damage in the main. We're only at 13 workers. Excuse me, to 11 workers. And there's more mana. Oh my god. This is terrible. It's 8 workers. 9. Can he eat another unit? Nah, just expired. Oh, this was big damage. 8 workers left. 2 of them half dead. 40 needs some heavy lifting here in the base. During the tech, this is a very fragile spot. Every Acolyte that dies now. He got 7 though. He got 7 Acolytes. If he loses one, it's not even that bad. Is this playable? This, if 40 turns this around, it's on the shoulders of a level 3 Archmage. Tech cancelled though. On 6 Acolytes. Oh, it's an interesting game. Both are still on tier 1. Was this necessary? The Lich is still not level 3. 40 doing a banger job denying XP. But it still didn't lead to attack, and it still didn't lead to an Expo. This is still everybody's game. And Archmage also didn't get too far towards level 4. Probably only 40 was able to make this, to get this done. Now, we go into the base again. Little bit of prep work. Trying to be a bit conservative. There we go. Triple kill right away. That's 200 gold and more. Plus income. Archmage is here. Lich has a staff. No Mountain King to stop it. It's a very unique game. Because with Lich, you oftentimes don't have these tier 1, 1 base games. It's rather both have a gentleman's agreement to allow that tier 2. Oh my. There's nothing gentlemanly about this Laby play though. Nothing. Footman sees the expo early. Very, very, very important, but his damage alone isn't enough. I don't think anybody can be really confident. Oh, it was enough. It was enough, actually. But the tech is the issue. The tech is the big issue. 40 has neither tech nor expo.
A player's forces are under attack.
But hey, we've seen crazy things. 11-minute techs. And that still somewhat worked. If he cancels the altar, tier 3 would have at least been delayed. Looks like Laby is banking on a fast tech and 40 on mass income. This was the big suffering of the peasants so far. And this is the way the Lich was played at the DreamHacks in 2020, 2021, right? Lich, drive-by, Nova, peasant kills, peasant kills, peasant kills. Oh, this Nova's. He is at 5,000 damage and the Archmage somewhat still has more. Courtesy of Water Elementals, I guess. If we had a kill counter, Lich should still be way higher. 13 workers is nowhere near enough. He is allowing a couple of ghouls to fall to this Archmage though. And level 4 is a big help, but also tier 2 is a big help. Maybe supply block. Dark Ranger! Dark Ranger! With Black Arrow. Now look at that. Well, that's a lot of damage towards Footman. And there's no Dispel inside. Wand of Negation here, of course. More skeletons also means more fodder, means more mana, means more death. Laby's at 27 though. Footman still sturdy. Laby is stabilizing here. Since Laby 40 is stabilizing since Laby is not teching. This Dark Ranger strategy can definitely work. It is high pressure. It's still no tier 2, but at some point, you can't prevent that tech anymore. We get backpack for another rod, but Laby seems destined to not push the tier 3 button. And the ghouls lose a little bit of value the higher the Archmage goes, with the Shredder in defense as well. We get some towers, so if the Lich moves forward for a Nova, there will be mana drain. I don't think I've seen a game like this in the past 4 years. This doesn't happen much. Can you even... I guess, since you're able to rebuild the peasants constantly at the expo, at some point you will be able to take it. This the Arcane Tower. Big impact Arcane Tower. This Dark Ranger falls a little flat, I feel. Zeppelin.
Are under attack.
This would have been an amazing tool for Laby. Now barely any mana anymore. He got used to that in the match against Blood Mage. Still kills. But yeah, now the tier 2 is coming. Laby, that wasn't enough. There's still so many footmen. 40 just never exposed the footman to the Dark Ranger. Now we get the tech at the 11 minutes 54 mark. Laby's army is tiny. The Zeppelin can outmaneuver him a little bit. There's very little anti-air outside the heroes. Wait, he doesn't have a graveyard? This entire time? Oh, wow. Okay. Dark Ranger experiment. 40 knew what to do. Still got good creeping, I think. So Lich level 4 right around the corner. There it is. Good usage of backpack. As I said, 2025, year of backpack.
Players' forces are under attack.
Threatening a little drop here. Laby not knowing what we know, that it's empty. But the scary human. Oh, nuke. Oh, he probably didn't see it. Still good damage. The scary tier 3 human is just minutes away. And I don't think Laby has anything to deal with it. There's no fiends. There's no counter expo. There is a good Lich, but not a great Lich. Ridiculous to say that about a hero that blasted out 11,000 damage. One destroyer push. That's all he got. But he's up against level 3 water elementals, boys. But if destroyers are the issue, then gyros are the solution. Tier 3 is 100 seconds off. The slaughterhouses are late too. We would have loved to start production. Tier 3 is up. But on one base, what can you do? Wow, despite all these worker losses. 40 maneuvered himself into a wonderful position. Mountain King still underleveled. PhD! Thank you for the tier 1 sub.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. GG! Not even trying anymore. He saw, okay. You got a good hero. You got a good economy. I can't threaten you no more. That Arcane Tower was a nice anchor, and he got back further back in the game. We stick with the Lich. Yeah. I think on maps like Echo Isles, Last Refuge, sometimes Autumn Leaves, Laby was always happy to experiment with the Dreadlord, and sometimes in some games he brought them in. But 40 especially has become too good on non-Lost Temple, non-Twisted Meadows game maps. Simply with Dragonhawks versus Dreadlord. So Lich it is. Big asset here for Laby is the Shadow Priest, and he gets it right away. A, got healing. B, got Dispel. And especially when your opponent is banking on Water Elementals, having Dispel is great. One ghoul to the left-hand side being sniped, that's unfortunate. And not being able to creep this camp is also unfortunate. As long as the Shadow Priest is there, we should be fine. How likely is... Oh, I was about to say, how likely is one base play against Lich? Shadow Priest sniped before the first real dispel. Okay, but he's feeding his footman instead. Laby also with a couple of ghoul losses here. These heroes will dominate the early game. This should be a deny, or it just expires. But Laby's game plan is not coming through. 40 has to resort to plan B. But among all the human players, I think he's the one loving rifle pushes the best.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Brilliance Aura ticking is nice. From here on out, we're gonna get Dark Ritual as well. How good is Rifle Push versus Lich? Feels like Nova is destined to destroy you, but you don't have that mass that you usually got for defense. In this game, unlike something we've seen before, 40's Blacksmith in a way better spot. Time-wise. On the timeline. Spot on the timeline. Seems to me like you can feel the pressure a little bit. A bit more careful.
Player's forces are under attack.
Bit more safety. Will you invest the mana here now? Should otherwise be an easy deny, and it is. Denies helped 40 a lot in game 2. Delaying levels. That's what you gotta do. Laby is scouting for an expansion. Can't find it. Mountain King, casters, rifles coming. This time, Graveyard is in time. And yeah, we will not see a Dark Ranger this time. It's gotta be a DK. These two just go way too well together. Sick body block, but also good deny. Archmage got the boots, incredibly fast, always keeping the distance. You don't want to be exposed to a lot of ghouls, which you aren't. Tier 3, 1 base, Slaughterhouse, DK. And oh, it's 1 base tier 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
1 base tier 3. You're going in a fire? Okay. Does that work against Lich first?
A player's forces are
I don't have too much experience casting these games. But it's not like he has the time, right? He surely does. Laby is like waiting for pushes to come. Laby is also under-leveled. Laby is waiting for his own tech to come online. Nice contest by 40. He's reading the map movement and the game plan really well. Really. And Lich is out of mana now. Ghouls stay behind, don't want to be sniped. Does Laby realize that this is not an all-in? He doesn't see militia. He doesn't see peasants. Kept the ghoul back for a long while. Don't want the human heroes to be fed up too much. 2.8 inches away from 3. Mountain King leveling up already. We got the wand of negation, but still no level 3. With 40 retreating, he must know it's tier 3. Doesn't seem so sure. Either 40, okay, he realizes either 40 wants to stall for a tier 2 expansion, and he realizes that's not the case. Oh, big mana for 40. This dwarf is here and ready to rumble. We don't have many ghouls. In general, Laby's army is tiny. Do we want to go for a Crypt Lord now? Or is it Dark Ranger still?
A player's forces are under attack.
Very, very, very different games compared to yesterday. No brute force archmage expansions anymore. Way more clever. Accepting a one base situation and be fine with it. Also accepting very late expos. Strong storm bolts always from afar. Yeah, 40 is playing this very calm, very collected, not flashy. But that has always been his playstyle. This Lich is not the force that we've seen before. No inner fire, by the way. There we go. Tough to deal with. Lots of damage, lots of armor. But undead work in general a lot via magic damage. Dark Ranger in the back, trying to snipe the priest. They gathered a lot of mana. Would be a big loss if they fall now. But if this was the ghoul frenzy timing, and it looks like it, it's not a great one. The ghouls will all disappear here. 40 was able to save the priest. Not all rifles, but most of the rifles. 14 food down. The amount of work he had to put in for to finally get that level 2 Nova. Minutes of stalling. And 40 might be able to save that one. Not really. Lots of Holy Lights gone. Bash! Coil at the ready! Dark Ranger gotta run ASAP. There's another Stormbolt, the big mana potion. Good night, senorita.
A player's forces are under attack.
Or not. There it is. But on the other side, rifle numbers dwindling. 40 lost a lot of army. Who can recover better? Ghouls, cheap. Rifles, not so much. Oh, that's everybody's game. Archmage and Mountain King alongside Paladin made a great progression. But if you let this undead creep a little bit, especially here on Last Refuge, it's getting scary. Are we in time for a steal? Close. Let double level up. Always the Coil Nova game. Cutgas Pipe. Oh, this would have been the dream for Laby.
Player's forces are under attack.
Levels. We get an Abomination that is nice. We get Gyros, that's also nice. Nothing that will fundamentally change the pace of the game, but no, a new addition, a new layer. Disease Cloud, goaded. And of course, Abomination's way more fragile than ghouls and way better to eat.
Player's forces are under attack.
Since it's tier 3, you could think about fragmentation shards as well, but they don't have much impact, to be honest. We see a lot more Orb of Slow, right? Good scout by that Gyro. Again the question. Will there be a snipe? Item on the ground. Wonky. Hood of Cunning. Amazing for Lich or Dark Ranger. 40 doesn't want to engage into the high ground just yet. DK Omega hurt, but he gets the level 4. No need for Frost Armor this time. This dwarf is the biggest problem.
A player's forces
Expo bottom right, really? Oh man, we got roaming gyros for vision, and he invests most of his money into a fragile base right hand side. It does fit the new Laby theme.
A town is under siege.
With mass expansions, scouting for more info. Oh, the rock golem is still here. Careful. Another. That Lich. No way. Needs the coil. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This could have gone sideways quickly.
A town is under siege.
If 40 doesn't see this, the Expo is the win. No way one base rifle casters can win against two base abominations. Laby's statue position is always a little bit wonky. He's trying to trigger the invul potion, waiting for the Stormbolt. 3, 2, 1. But there's enough distance here. Lich gets the coil. Mountain King ready to block. Wait a second. Coil needs 2. We got a Stormbolt here as well. Coil preemptively. Stormbolt, surround. That DK doesn't want to engage. He has the TP. Laby with the kill. With the killed Lich and 40. 10 meters tall now. Big, big, big trouble. He got baited into the fight. Needs a revive now. Tavern revive ASAP. His base is under attack and it's a scary moment. Dark Ranger not level 3. Lich back but hurt. Heal scroll. Invul potion up, shop down. Laby 2 base. But the scout is coming. He cancels the necro to not reveal the blight. Ooh.
Player's forces are under attack.
Careful, buddy. Very careful. Flute, sweet. 2 destroyers, 2 bombs. Base under attack. Laby could somewhat rebuild on the right-hand side. He's giving up the base. A lot of that base in favor of levels. But now his army is hurt. Laby is not building a statue at all. Does he rebuild here? Not really.
Player's forces are under attack.
40 with an expansion now on the high ground too. Very little you can do about it. Undead heroes, oftentimes the saving grace. But it's the Mountain King that runs the show. Turns out tier 3 was the best decision possible. Abomination, glorified mana potion. 20 food lead for a long time. Last bit of gold, trying to hold. Any nuke possible? Archmage is so secure though. Paladin also. DK? Not so much. Nasty Nova in the middle of it all. We need skeletons. The Dark Ranger and the Lich, they gotta carry. DK is just a caster. DK is just a healer. The only healer left basically. And there's not too much mana. No shop here. Undead heroes versus human army. Destroyer down. Oh, Laby. This was destined to be your pick. This was destined to be your map. Disease Cloud running. 12 food. Invul potion used as well. If only he had more mana. Dark Ranger wrecked. And now there's no fresh skeletons anymore. In the shadow of the towers with a Disease Cloud spread by a wagon. Maybe there's a chance.
A player's forces
It looks like you can just fire away the Stormbolt hammers. Pair him with Holy Light. Let the Priest work for you. Let the Brilliance Aura work for you. And take it home. He's safe. That's the second base. One base, two base, everything is possible. Two base, tough. Laby needs to hope for a mistake by 40, but that doesn't work too often. At least the shop is back up. And the tech is back there.
Players' forces are under attack.
Invites for Novas. Yeah, baiting stone balls. Laby, his expo is exposed. Laby is alive! It's more like the Black Knight in Monty Python. He doesn't know about this expo left hand side. So he thinks as long as this is not scouted, I might be fine. Counter push. 40 has a TP and Laby barely has any punch. Dark Ranger's still not started, by the way. He gives up the second place. And then 40 can TP, and he can just annihilate him. Dark Ranger back. The wagon actually doing a good job. 40 is paying upkeep the entire time, by the way. Just have to mention this. We're grasping at straws. I am aware how far 40 is ahead.
A player's forces are under attack.
But there is a world in which this is not over. Lich level 5. Hold the phone.
A player's forces are under attack.
Next expo though. Also level 5 Archmage. Let me tell you. Coil Nova Dark Ranger arrows against this army can work. The items are good. The Lich is strong. It ain't over till the last Coil Nova thrown. Exactly. You should know this by now. Nice snipes. Could have called him Wesley. What's that guy up to? Oh, Lich cannot be allowed. He has an invo potion. Should be fine. The time for Destroyer is more or less over, but 40 is not overcommitting to Gyros. The supply gap is narrowing. Oh, that statue loss hurts. Did the disease cloud did enough against the priest? I don't think so. It's the Coil Nova games again. Lofty Cures, thank you for the 4 month. 22 minutes. The main bases are empty. Laby can still sell. He's not gonna be over 50. He can establish another base on the high ground. And for these situations, Coil Nova is just goated. Boom, boom, boom. Good stab though. Destroyer! Bit careless. DK getting caught. The Holy Light is right on the spot. Laby is hanging in there with Coil Nova. Paladin doesn't have Divine Shield, but a big potion. Throwing in the ghouls. Heal scroll ready. Lich can't can't do much more damage here. He needs this high ground so desperately. We got a lot of mana potions here now. The Lich got to spam Nova. And he does. He has to. There's no other way. 400 gold. How do you invest it? Actually, gyro bombs wouldn't be too bad. Inner fire water torrent. Dark Ranger being saved once again. The Acolytes are all suffering here. Archmage telegraphed that nuke a little bit too fast. Rifles clumped up. Lich in trouble. Coil ready. I hope the players don't have the same spikes I do. But if there's no hero kill, 40 got this. 40 got this. And there's a bash. There's a coil. But yeah. It's basically no supply. The Mountain King, so strong. And then he just picks another target. And then there's a Holy Light. And that must be game. He's stemming against the defeat. But without the Lich, without the DK, no chance no more. Oh, 40 takes control of the series. 2 games in a row. Laby realizes now, though. Hopefully, with the Coil Nova games, there is a solution possible against this. Pally Rifle didn't work. Lich took over there. Archmage Expo, no matter how long this took. Archmage Expo good. This Lich has to escalate now. We need the 45,000 damage Lich back. Taint Chaser, thank you.
A player's forces are
What
under
an
attack.
awesome way to distract me from work.
That's what I'm here for, mate. That's what I'm here for. Shadow Priest again fast. This time, he might live a little longer. 40 with momentum. 40 with claws +8. Oh, snap. That damage is going to be good. So good. Lich thrives with Expo. We've seen that before.
Forces are under attack.
We've seen it on Autumn Leaves against all odds. How's 40 playing this? Must be an Expo. But how? With a level 2 Archmage harass. Server connection unfortunately gets worse and worse.
A player's forces are under attack.
Might have to resort to Flow TV again, guys. But that is an easy cancel. No desire by Laby to defend this. Exchanges it for levels. Yeah, there's no way to hold this. At least he gets the Water Elemental. He got a lot of Dispel, 2.7. But Archmage damage, great. Control, great. And again, not donating away too many footmen and not much mana on the Lich. The big problem on Last Refuge was level 1 for a long time, as the 12 o'clock creep spot was contested. And then without Dark Ritual, the Lich is nothing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Should I use Flow TV, guys? This is stuttering more and more. The earlier we switch, the less we have to speed up. No opinion. That's maybe a double kill here. Let's bite the bullet now. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, let's see how impactful this harass is. Level 3 Lich is what he wanted. Shadow Priest, the most important unit here for both sides. The one wants healing, the one wants healing, and Dispel. Yeah, I think this is, once again, risking any lags in important moments, and nobody wants that. It is a bit too much. Okay, fingers crossed, everybody. You know it. Hopefully this is not leading to any unfortunate situations, as it did in the past couple of days. And then we're going to fast forward, and then we're going to be in time in a second. And then we have hopefully no lags. And we don't risk the integrity by causing any lags. Yeah, something must have changed in the past couple of days. Maybe, you know, maybe something is up in between Germany and China. You never know. Okay, we need like a minute of fast forwarding, a little more.
A player's forces
But yeah, hopefully it's flawless. Lich needs, of course, or thrives under a couple of damage items. Didn't get that yet. This is where 40, of course, has his big strength. Canceling expansions all over, even though it's very different than playing against the Crypt Lord. But yeah, against the Crypt Lord, I don't think it's an option, man. Oh, he got the Berserker there. That elevated him to level 2.5. That's why the Lich was such high level. Didn't catch that before. That's a big loss early on. Second Claw as well, man. Ooh, that Archmage is a monster. So, this is almost where we stopped. Lich gets level 3. Lich gets another kill here. Do we have a lot of Necromancy? No, not really, but we got time for the Expo. Gonna fast forward a little bit further to not be too far behind, to not risk a desync. But yeah, 125 mana, the magic number for Nova. He's getting quite some kills here, we have to say. And is doing damage in the economy line. That's 1-2 kills, I think. Should be worth it. Lich is controlling reinforcements, and there's no tower here. It's not really flooding bases. It's poking bases. If only he had more mana now. So I would say this is the best Laby game since game 1. We do have backpack now. Oh, goated ghoul. He got the rod. Now the Lich got it. Expo up. 2 base, 2 base. The first 2 base, 2 base game in a while. For these levels are fine. The inventory is mental. You can't hope for a better Archmage for these cancel games. It seems like things are slowing down just a tiny little bit. Tech, Alta, right on. Tech by 40 a little bit later. We get some healing here. And 40 is the first one to bravely move out. One. Oh, very low resources here. But okay, we got Ring of Regen. Sweet! You get mana from your own units. You get the Ring of Regen now from Blight and from the Ring. More sustain is always good.
A player's forces are under attack.
Both were quite reliant on mercs. That has changed a little bit. Oh, one hit. Good XP. And that was an invite for the Nova. Ranged units got a kite with them. It was almost worthy to go for defend, it seems like. But alright, Lich level 4. This is the dream. 8 minutes, level 4. Pump it. Good rotation on Rod of Necromancy. These mercs, though, feed 40 up to level 4 as well. Deny would be huge. Didn't get it. 4.2. The XP swings back and forth. That was a deny. And ghouls are suffering here as well. Tier 3 on the way. DK double slaughterhouse. 40 always one step behind. This could still be a long series here.
A player's forces are under attack.
For my taste, Laby is losing a bit too much, but at least the denies are more timely now. 1300 gold. Can Laby make it so 40 is somewhat lumber blocked? There's no shredder here. You don't love to build too many workers. DK is out, call Nova's online. So, while the early exchange was in favor of Laby, I would say the second exchange definitely in the hands of 40. But one is driven off the map, and that is 40. Waiting for the dwarf. It is fiends. You don't want to be too close to the storm balls. And we accelerate things. With one wand of negation, with an invo potion. Scroll of the beast as well. Archmage was in the process of stealing but couldn't get it. One issue remains for the undead. How to deal with knights and gyros. Oh, claws and gloves. Investing big. Okay. Both players gonna be rich. Both players gonna be tier 3. How many towers? 2 here. 1 here. We don't have Burrow to save the fiend. We have the Wand of Negation. Archmage has tons of mana. Lich as well. The creeps! What the hell? Why? Little bit of poison here on the Lich, but it doesn't really matter. Footman under attack. But the statues are the high value target. Would love to get Destroyer upgrade already to be able to morph it. Level 2 DK. Little bit of aura. But that statue goes down. That's a huge loss. Basically one Destroyer. On the other side, 40 lost his entire army. Pretty much exactly at the beginning of tier 3. So knights coming, fiend exposed, statue exposed. The mistakes on Laby are ramping up, we have to say. He needs this moment that makes him believe. He wanted to go for a destroyer push, but how do you want to push without statues? Ghouls in with frenzy. And of course they are mana potions.
Player's forces are under attack.
All that for the Murloc camp, man. All that for the Murloc camp. Laby's statue are always a little further ahead than others. That cost him this time. And 40 is just rock solid, man. It doesn't matter if the early game is not going perfectly for him. This destroyer bust could have been so much more. But we gotta rely on that now. Nova, Arcane Tower will be dead. Okay, no more mana burn. That's the most important part. Now, can we crack the guard tower as well? Paladin coming in. Gyrocopter coming in. The towers are gone. Can he deal? The Gyrocopter numbers are incredibly low. He has 3 coil ready. We have no flak cannons and we do have web. It's still a sensational situation for Laby if he doesn't screw up. But the knights are dominating the ground now. Normal damage type, always fantastic versus heroes. Not diminished. And in the end, it was 2 towers, wasn't it? And the workers. And the ghouls. All dead. We got the Banshee transition locked and loaded. With another crypt there as well. Laby is really the one player who goes 1 crypt double slaughter, right? But I don't think it was enough.
The town is under siege.
Next push. Laby needs more damage, I think. And he got level 5 Lich. That's the win condition. Spam Nova, spam Nova, spam Nova. That's what you gotta do. We have 2 TPs again by Laby. It's not the first time we see this. But he's not giving up his main base. Willing to defend. The gyros make sure these destroyers will not have a great time. Supply-wise, Laby's far ahead, but it is an undead base. Can 40 defeat him in that undead base? Next to the shop, gyrocopters, easy wins here, but now they're useless. And that's 8 of them useless. Dark Ranger, level 2, finally, that statue again. This is not a game to be a statue, boys. Gets another kill in. Ghoul sacrifice as well. Got the Mountain King! Ooh, big, big, big exclamation mark at the end of this fight for Laby. He was definitely struggling when it comes to regular supply, regular units. We gotta watch this again and fast forward again. We're gonna see the important moment, guys. We're gonna see the important moments. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Should take like, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes. If you need drinks, if you need snacks, go get him. Go get him. Maybe we spot some stuff that we haven't spotted before. Like this Berserker steel here.
Forces are under attack.
Time for ads? Good call. Yeah, I know it is my internet speed, guys. It is my internet speed. I've been downloading the new Fortnite update, which is obviously the superior game to Warcraft. And I'm just watching Warcraft to pay the bills, but I really love Fortnite. So that was more important to me than a stable connection. Because we know that a desync is so dependent on connections. For Fortnite!
Under attack.
Well, you can see all that beautiful damage that was done. It's again your fault, guys. Your fingers weren't crossed. It is remarkable, by the way, how somewhat smooth this early game was for Laby. Like, it wasn't smooth, but how two-sided this was. Despite the Archmage items, man. Crazy. Yeah, so I can't join the games because it's lagging too much. And Flow TV is in this state right now. It is what it is.
A player's forces are under attack.
So we had this big fight in the base and then we desynced. Getting there slowly but steady. Man, that fight wasn't great for Laby, by the way. If not for this Mountain King kill. Oh, snap.
Forces are under attack.
That Mountain King kill was everything. It's not that he was the ultimate carry yet, but he needs the Mountain King on the field to level him. What do you think about this new double TP play, by the way? Those were some good saves.
Player's forces are under attack.
Okay, this is somewhat the moment, right? We go for the expo, we kill the towers again, we got a lot of workers done. 40 is getting somewhat dangerously close to level 5. But yeah, this is the fight. And when the Mountain King dies, we go live again. Ooh, this was so close, man. Holy. All right, we're back, boys. It's still 2-1 for Fortitude. This expansion is in shambles. Laby is getting further and further ahead in the economy. It is still a supply lead for 40, but it's... And this is the state of the game now. Apologies once again, everybody. I don't have a solution. If you know a solution, contact me, please. So, the Echo Isles game is still running. What do we got? 5-4-3-0-3-0. Mountain King didn't make too many moves. Paladin is level 3. We got Banshees on Master Training. We got Mortars. And we're going to see the decision. We're going to see the decision. Laby has the top expo. Laby has the top expo and 40 has to crack it. 2,700 still in. The main base is long expired. But that expo isn't up yet. We are trading then, right? We are. Are we rich by any means? Not really. 80-80 food, more or less. 40 is an upkeep. Willingly sacrificing his base here for the expansion at the top.
Thank you for everything you do, Neo.
What?
Much love. P.S. Hopefully Remo gets out of jail soon, lol.
Bro! Sick $99, man. Big merch purchase. Thank you. That's crazy, Nolly. Much love. What's the army? Okay, I gotta get an overview over the situation. We do have triple staff, really good. Triple potion as well to keep the heroes alive because the most important things are heroes. We got heal scrolls, 2 on 40, mana potion, invo potion on the other side. Laby is establishing this again. Laby is not, 40 is not mining much, is he? So, win conditions are clear. 40 gotta conquer this. Laby gotta hold this. That's the game. Update on Remo, by the way. Move went well. Internet not there yet. (5-3-3) against 5-3-3. Map is empty. There's always this contestable shop as we only have one shop. 40 has no income. What you see is what you get. 70 food. But mortars can destroy these banshees. Oh, are we taking that fight? Laby does have no business taking that fight, really. Anti-magic, lovely. Do we have a TP? Yes, we do. DK has a TP. DK has a TP. DK has a TP. And there's movement on the left-hand side again. I really like that. Smart. The militia! No way, the timing! Are you kidding me, 40? Threatening that attack in the middle and militia. Water elemental. Oh my god. That's another 100 seconds. The timing is sick, man. Everything unsummoned. That's a lot of production buildings. Ooh, what's even left in the main now, I wonder? We need Fort Knox in the north. Hug this gold mine. Hug it. No hero is allowed to die. Do we have frost armor? No, we don't. Oh, again, level 6 is a big game changer. If he gets frost armor, but we take that fight now. It's a pixel mess. Pally! What the hell? He just dies. The Pally is just dead with potions, staffs, heal scrolls, everything. Oh my god, possession in as well. We got undead knights. Dark Ranger coming in. So close to the mortars. They are supposed to destroy the banshees, but they're getting destroyed by Dark Ranger. Lich, ghouls, everything. Laby taking over as it seems. 50 food, 40. Needs to rely on this dwarf a little bit. The gyros again. Don't do anything. I don't see anything. 46 food against 48. Archmage level 6. Base in the north seems established. A-bomb gets the coil, is saved. Despite the Pally kill, 40 still smashes this fight more or less. But everything is affected by disease and this Archmage is not looking too hot, I gotta say. Lich threatening a Nova every goddamn second. Wouldn't you love to have a Holy Light now? But 40 has no gold. He can't get him back. He's at 70. If things go according to plan, Laby ties up the series. More water elementals though. Oh snap, is that it? No TP. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Laby was bleeding lots of units here. But the gold mine is up. And this Lich frost armor is, I think, the win. We did sell a lot of items. Archmage's naked. Pally back. Oh, don't fly too close. You don't want to feed this Lich level 6. Coil is killed. Coil is 6. Coil is 6. Oh my. That water elemental is not level 6. Mountain King. Breakers. Knights. Laby going for the altar. Risky business. The coil arrives perfectly on time. Nova is sweet. The undead tri-hero has done a lot this game. Can they win this? The Pally soon back. Coil not aggressive. This is level 6. This is frost armor. This is the counter to knights. If you keep this Lich alive, every coil matters. And 40 taps out. Laby does it, man. 2-2. Okay, we're back to square one. Archmage Lich is the theme of the final, and it's a damn entertaining one. And again, Fortitude plays the game of early aggression. And if he steals this golem here, Laby is in shambles. Every creep kill matters. Every ghoul kill matters. Every footman kill matters. But this is the Lich again. Only on level 1. This is a similar situation that we've been in Last Refuge. Oh, and this is so much pressure. Can he hold this? I don't... Oh, he's not gonna cancel it! Bad for Laby. No Acolyte there to repair. Water Elemental denied as well, and that denies level 2. I think 40 plays an extraordinary early game. Ball is in Laby's corner now. He's 8 mana off of a Nova. He can't eat yet. Oh, that Ziggurat, man. Instantly killed. We got a little ghoul run by, but that's about it. And finally level 2. Laby on the back foot here.
Forces are
Should be comfortable. Comfortable for 40. He's hurt and he takes a little bit of poison. But it should be very comfortable. Lich needs some heavy lifting.
Player's forces are under attack.
And how do you outmaneuver General Fortitude? This tech by 40 should be insanely smooth.
The town is under siege.
It's just missing a little bit of lumber. He's investing into a regen scroll. There's so many footmen.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he has to play defensively without level 3. Huge attack coming in for 40. Tech started as well. Tech started on both sides, actually. But on the field currently, it's looking way better for 40. All these footies, the level 2 water elementals, no sign of a wand of negation. Maybe with towers, maybe with blight. But 40 is destined to dictate this game if he plays his cards right. And so far, it's looking like he definitely got the stability back that were maybe missing in the last moments of Echo Isles. Laby is getting some kills and is getting incredibly close to 3. Holding his mana 4 now. But this triple water elemental, man. What a pressure play by Laby this is, by 40 this is. And he never forgets about the denies either. This one, another deny! Jesus! Oh, sir, can I have another? Yes, with water elementals! 3 denies by 40. Gosu. And Laby is not allowed to get this Ziggurat up. Now level 3. The 4th one was one too much. But the time he bought. Archmage is, of course, never running out of mana. It's a very, very, very unthankful game so far for Laby. But that's the thing. 10 HP. The guts on this 40 guy. That cost a lot. Tier 2 is done. Altar a little late. DK a little late. At least the graveyard is up, I guess, at this point. But 40 is not gonna stop.
A player's forces are under attack.
Panda second. Ooh, 40 wants to end this quick, huh? Panda second. This could cost him the game.
A player's forces are under attack.
No Mountain King. It is good map control. It's good damage against buildings. I guess it's solid versus Banshees later. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know it's a pain for us to watch this right now. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Footmen are making big moves. The ghouls are all way too hurt. And 40 is cruising smoothly towards tier 3. 1400 gold, waiting for knights. He's getting so much out of this. The panda deals with the ghouls well. And the ghouls are a big threat, right? Now you can maneuver everything away from the Breath of Fire, though. Unlike Stormbolts.
A player's forces are under attack.
The panda does nothing against destroyers. I'm still trying to figure out. Tanks! Tanks! Tanks and panda. Are we really switching towards like building elimination now? Because that's what it's about. We got a Dreadlord instead. Here we go, man. Things are heating up. Things are heating up.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't see the value of the panda. If he goes destroyers, panda can't Breath of Fire them. It's only real good against buildings, or if you want to close out the game and break that expansion super early. Or against Garrix, it would be sick, but Laby is of the opinion that a Dreadlord can work, and my god, the Dreadlord, we've seen him before. He can terrorize tanks, gyros, workers. Gotta pool them. The general brings the tanks back. 20 food lead. Laby was banking a little bit. He needs XP still. No level 4 Lich. No level 3 DK. No level 2 Dreadlord. And the tanks are finding the way on the left hand side. Are they? Very good. Timely retreat by Laby, that is. But again, it's no MK. And it's an under-leveled paladin. These tanks have been stopped for now. So if you want to play tanks, the Undead needs ghouls, I guess, for the normal damage. If you pair the tanks with the panda can fry them. Maybe that's the play. A little bit of a ghoul run by as 40 is going for the third base with skeletons paired. From what we've seen on big maps like Twisted Meadows and Lost Temple, Laby enjoys this. And while 40 was the king of these games, especially with tanks, as we said, there's a new sheriff in town. Expo delayed but not broken. Laby gets into a position for more creeping. Level 2. Dark Ritual unlocked. Now Coil level 2 next. So far, tanks have been dealt with. But the 3 bases. How do you deal with the 3 bases?
Players' forces are under attack.
Book of the Dead. Not bad. No dispel. Tanks in position. 3 ghouls. More towers. No wagon is interesting. Just lots of towers. Towers here too. Third base for us is impossible, right? Pretty much. Laby is in a rough spot, not gonna lie. He's going temple now. Cripple works against tanks these days. It's not fully saturated. It's not too many targets for the Nova. You kind of need the Nova on the Knights as well, otherwise they run through you. Calm game. Laby keeps his cool for now. No split attacks. One control group forgotten about, maybe. The Shade is a good help. We might need a TP, but then the Panda might fry it all. Tanks in the base. Onto the production buildings. Knights on the Expo. He wants more levels. He wants more levels at all costs. And that cost is buildings. TP traded. It's all time. It's time for the tanks. It's time for the Expo. 40 plays this like a master strategist. And it's only Banshees. But a strong Dreadlord can carry this game over a strong Panda. With snipes like this, for example. 40 is also in high upkeep. He's at 81. I just saw this with the last round of production. So, in actual income, Laby is ahead. Laby is getting more gold than 40, despite being on 2 bases versus 3. Now that's fixed. It's down to 40 to allow Laby back into the game, that's for sure. But looking at the items, there's a chance. So far, we haven't seen the craziest impact of either Panda or Dreadlord. They might shine later. Banshees, 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 Banshees. Oh, that Carrion Swarm was sweet. But there's no way, right? No way that you shoot them all out of the sky with a level 1 Carrion Swarm. Fiends get annihilated. Solid web, but that Destroyer is not doing anything here. Do we have landmines? We do not. Master Banshee training ready in a second, but not enough mana for possession at all. It's a great effort by Laby, actually, to keep this Destroyer alive for such a long time. Problematic is just everything else is suffering. The statues are falling, the badges are falling, the ghouls will be grilled. In the meantime, there's still an attack. LOL, the Destroyer wins. That's funny. Maybe with the help of the bases. Dreadlord in trouble. Destroyer in trouble. Book of the Dead! Staff was used before, but on the Archmage it's still fresh. And we spam curse, so there's no mana for possession. But 40 doesn't like this. Do we have a Nova ready? We do not. Now we do, but a little bit too late. 40 with a couple of losses at the end of this leg. Twice as much gold in Laby's Expo. But of course we have that third base up again. In the main base, 2 minutes of mining. That destroyer is crazy. That this destroyer is up is not allowed. We got Cannibalize up. And Creepjack. Full mana on that Lich. Where are we going? We got a town portal. He wants this camp for himself. Steals it. 3.9. Dreadlord is level 3. A whole new beast now. What are we aiming for? Mortar teams completely out of position. Aiming for the Archmage next. Trying to force a town portal that could expose the Paladin a little bit. Breath of Fire into casters. I say it. There it is. Double heal potion and health stone. And he didn't see it coming. Pelly nuked again. But there was also a lot of fried Banshees. We're down to 5. And 40 is in high upkeep. Wild so rich. This can change with possession. Yeah, the Paladin losses, they ramp up. He got him back now. He was rich, no problem. The Mortar losses also hurt. If the Lich gets level 5, we got the big AoE up. He also has the bubble, right? Nuts. Third base, Laby. If this comes up, this is the win condition. Half a minute of mining. Oh, that's Lich 5. More trouble for that Paladin. 2 strength heroes, of course. They can eat a lot of damage. Knights, gyros, mortars. The gyros are also more or less 9 useless supply. How far do we have to move out on the map? What do we have to contest? The tension is so crazy, man. Very good mana management with the statues. And 40 will now find out that maybe some tanks are necessary again. Rifles! What? We've seen rifles before as a counter to Banshees, and I totally get that. But against level 5 Lich and level 2 Carrion Swarm, do you really want rifles? We're optimizing our army a little bit. Gyro bombs. 2/2/2 upgrades versus 1/1. Laby working on more, both at around 80. We can give up the space. Recycling, basically. Invo potions necessary, heal scrolls. Laby from a disastrous early game into a winnable position, even though the human army is bigger than your army. We got knights countered by banshees. Banshees countered by mortars. Mortars countered by spells. And that's where it ends. Spells aren't counterable with heal scrolls, I guess, but there's only one. this it? Anti-magic pretty much everywhere. There's still solid mana. Defensive position.
Are under attack.
Building new towers. Oh, on Blight? Looks like it. Can Laby fight on Blight, and can he dodge the panda possession? How many go through? On the rifle, lol. That's funny. Here we go, more possession. 1, 2. The knights belong to Laby. And now the supply has switched, and oh my god, is he terrorizing him? Dreadlord in the back. Mortars under attack. They're all gonna die. The knights have a mirror. What can you do now, man? What can you do? Even the Shredder is fighting statue. It's pure chaos on
16 for
Hammerfall.
Warcraft.
But 40, what a fumble! It was too much possession. He's trying to take out this base. Towers to hold this somewhat. 20 seconds. Dreadlord level 4. Is there more mana? Is there more carrion? There sure is. There sure is. The Haunted Gold Mine's alive. This panda didn't work out the way it envisioned. The Knights are the counter to the Breakers. They shred them to pieces. Possession! All your Knights belong to us. GG! LabyRinth is one map away from his first major tournament win. Oh my god. This early game couldn't have been much better. This early game couldn't have been much better for Fortitude, and he couldn't turn this into a win. Forty, as I said, coming off of the WSB victory, where he looked really good again, destroyed the first day of his group stage before losing to Laby. Who's number 1 human in the ranking if it's not 40? It's Infi currently. But this is not about Infi. Infi was destroyed by LabyRinth as well. The Human Slayer. During Super League, we said he's the best undead versus human player in the world. Then it became maybe 1-0, which was very odd. But Laby wants to conquer the throne again. With Lich first, with Dreadlords, with Dark Rangers, with Banshees, with A-Bombs. 1.9. Lich gets a claw, which is very, very helpful for the last hits here. And that's level 2. Oh, the denies that we've seen on Hammerfall are currently not available. Sounds like I dialed the wrong number, lol.
A player's forces are under attack.
We have seen some problematic early games. Last Refuge was the worst. Hammerfall was also bad, and this was always, how late do you get your Dark Ritual up? Here, I would say this is totally fine. This might be the loser's pick for Fortitude here, his last loser's pick, because he, during the pick and ban scene, thought Pally Rifle will be good against this. But Laby showed him on map 1, Pally Rifle is not good against Laby. And then all of a sudden, Springtime is a very playable map. Another steal for Laby. These are oftentimes the moment Fortitude shines in.
A player's forces are under
But
attack.
currently he has no recipe. It is one base Laby though. We have to say this. Yes, this expansion by 40 is a little bit late, but Laby is teching already. He didn't even try to expand against this. End snare, unlucko. This time we have a deny. Lich has one more Nova. Sasquatch, little too late. And Ring of Protection is kind of nice. But the workers, yes sir. It is not the overwhelming pressure that we're used to seeing with the Crypt Lord. It is not the overwhelming pressure that we had before. It is a delay, and it's just that, a delay. Laby and 120 both have played Lich Destroyer all-ins.
A player's forces are under attack.
And then the question is 40 ready for that? It's definitely a different approach. It's a new approach. How godlike was this expo creep? This could have been way worse, that's for sure. So 40 opened up the Merc camp, gets the piercing damage. We have seen tier 2 approaches before. Those went sideways. We're not trying them again. So I would say destroyer, push and go. With delays in between. But 40 is a god in distraction, usually. He must be aware as he sees the tech. This is one base. The clock is ticking in my favor. And every Nova that's not ending up on that is ending up on footmen is a Nova that's not ending up on workers. 20 seconds here. So losing acolytes, not a big deal. But that level 3 would be another deny by 40. How many of those have we seen? A dozen? And tier 3 is up. Okay, frost attacks here. And one more Nova. Finally level 3, and that's the sign for 40 to go. Because his tech has started and he knows, okay, you gotta rebuild one acolyte. You gotta wait for the destroyers. This will take some time. Lumber is okay for that destroyer upgrade. Lumber is not great for a third hero. What's the tower situation? 4. There is a chance to expand on tier 3, maybe? This is what you rely on. Towers, 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 towers. You need them. There's no other solution to destroyers at that stage of the game. Big lasted, close to level 2. Is this enough, 40? Did you do the calculations correctly in your head? He did disrupt the economy a little bit. There's only one statue. And Laby is taking his sweet time. No hero is really good against destroyers. Oh, that's the first destro. Yep. We do have level 2 then. 4 towers. If he hits the base... Oh, these towers are finishing as well. Ooh, this will be tough to crack. Ooh, this will be tough to crack. One destro with mana only. Repair, ready, air, attacks up. Scroll of the Beast. But only on the ghouls. Lich has a bunch of Nova. First tower down, 3 to go. One nuke coming up. Laby pushing for the win or 40 holding for game 7. And this is not a good sign when you retreat with the Scroll of the Beast still up. And now he checks the main and he sees the same picture. And it's bad news for Laby. Aiming for the Mountain King. Yep. Good zoning with those Lich attacks. He has no blacksmith. Builds an altar right away. Here's the second layer, buddy. Good luck. Try again. Mountain King benched for a while. You got that Nova locked and loaded. But where do you attack? It's the 2-base situation, man. You just hold. Classic human gameplay here. Pitlord third. Happy broke 40 with the Pitlord earlier on Turtle Rock, but that was a way different situation. if these floodgates open. Oh, wasn't that a nice lineup for a Rain of Fire? He wants the towers with it, right? Again, if you're tuning in late, sorry for the spikes. It is what it is. We cannot change it. It's the only way to watch right now. That's the Rain of Fire he wanted with Nova. Big damage! Oh, snap! What if the repair crew falls? What if the repair crew falls? Can 40 then hold? He's halfway to tier 3. If he loses this base, it's a disaster. We get the little bit of a dispel, but the water elementals still there, still damage, and still workers on the ground. He lost a lot of them, but the majority is still there. And Mountain King is out too. Yeah. This was good, but is good enough? To win a tournament, oftentimes not. Perfection is required. Lich doesn't have that much mana anymore. Love to see the statue on the ground. 40 is not supply blocked. He is at 35. He's pumping gyros. At some point they will take over again. Very good for Laby that there's no arcane tower. So no mana burn, and that is another 5 workers wiped. Laby had some insane destroyer micro on Hammerfall. If he does it again, the ghouls tear this expo apart. Is this victory road, Laby? No tower, no more. 40's faith is in the hands of gyros. Without flak cannons. Is he willing to engage or not? This Mountain King is no force. He's engaging now. Stormbolt. Okay, but there's Nova. Is he in range? Not really. Militia called. Destroyer down. Water Elementals rain now. Can he clean this up? He needs to clean this up. Triple level up! Oh my god! What now? Endless mana. Stronger coil. Cleave. Rip. MK. It feels like not only for LabyRinth heroes are leveling up. LabyRinth himself is also leveling up. From A tier to S tier, thanks to YouTiao Cup 4. This is a slaughter. This is nothing but a slaughter. What a legend. LabyRinth wins YouTiao Cup 4. Eliminating Infi. Eliminating Laby. Laby? 40, I mean, of course. And he is now a tournament-winning Warcraft player. The dominance of Happy and 40 has been broken by Sock in Ancient or Wonders Cup. And then it looked like the dominance would be re-established by 40 at WSB. But Laby shows the world how to play undead by mixing things up. By 1 base, 2 base. With Lich. With Dreadlord. And sometimes also with Lich, DK, Pitlord, Destroyer push.